stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud gonna throw right away. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. Trying to avoid tackles there, but the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's going to have 1st down yardage. Tackle made at about the 27.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
You have a tight end motioning left here.
Ready, hot.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger...
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a turnover-filled 1st quarter has come to an end. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from Houston coming up in a moment. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They're going to go. It's Stafford. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
2J. Here we go.
At the Rams' 6-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by H2OH.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ready. 40 gun. 40 gun.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Staff, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by H2OH.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Look the hot, look the hot.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man, that's Collins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That is quickly out to Diggs.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Stafford. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
To throw is Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A tight end in motion now. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, it's Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Here we go.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Play action, Stafford. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Whoa.
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down, it is Williams. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He finds Kupp along the out route.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Stafford working from the pistol. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by H2OH. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, my defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Cup in motion. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Houston. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will extend this third-quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll go again with Williams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to run for it with Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. It's another run here for Williams. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played. particularly against the run, there has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Stafford to throw it. And he's gonna get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the...
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. And they will finally run him down. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Can the defense do it again? From the 1. 3rd down now and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught by Dell, working his way across the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
That's good.
Here we go.
For a Houston Texans.
11.
On play action. Stroud. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams. And this turns out to be a nice return as he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Stafford down on 2nd down. He'll locate Cup.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. It's complete. He's got Hupp. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
21. Set.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans, as we say, so long from Houston.